It's summer in Australia, and this orchard would usually draw hundreds of visitors who come to pick their own fruit. This is just one of many small businesses devastated by the bushfires. Almost all these apple trees were destroyed by flames. The trees were uninsured, and it will cost the family about $1 million to replant them and repair the damage.
My parents have owned the business for 35 years, and yeah, it takes a bit of a toll emotionally when you put so much blood, sweat and tears into producing the fruit, and to see it go up in flames, it's just devastating.
Many farms around Australia had already been suffering through the relentless drought, and this bushfire season has just made their situation so much worse. But the financial impact of this natural disaster won't just be felt on farms, it will be felt around the country. This is Australia's longest bushfire emergency. The fires began months earlier than normal and are still burning. The most severely affected areas only account for about 1% of the Australian economy, but the disaster is having a global impact.
We will also see a loss of tourism coming into this country. People are already cancelling holidays, and whether there's a longer term cost associated with the image of Australia as a burning nation.
Analysts have downgraded forecasts. One of Australia's biggest banks, Westpac, estimates it could slash 0.5% from economic growth. Already there are around $1 billion worth of insurance claims, and the government has committed around $1.5 billion to rebuilding infrastructure. But it says there could be more money if it's needed. Scientists say the bushfire season has been exacerbated by climate change, and that's put Australia's leaders under more pressure to raise targets to reduce carbon emissions. But coal is one of Australia's biggest exports, and Prime Minister Scott Morrison has said although policies could be evolved, he won't engage in what he called reckless, job-destroying targets. The government has indicated there may be a formal inquiry into the fires, including any role climate change may have had in sparking one of Australia's most expensive natural disasters ever. Jessica Washington, Al Jazeera, Bilpin, Australia.